Yo, ski, yo, ski.
From the other
Western
side,
Chirisa in the house.
international condizzle joining us, transoceanic. Hey,
Joburg correspondent.
Joburg correspondent, man
Joburg
on the ground.
correspondent. Zimfest correspondent. What it do?
What's happening?
Munashe.
Yeah,
we want to hear all the juice.
we got the
We
the
want
goosey.
we want to hear all of it, bro. What it
This
do,
week's
bro?
episode,
Vidase.
I'm very well. I'm very well. I think this is the first time we've reconvened since we gathered the baddies.
Since we put the baddies together, we clearly had to take a break. The vibes are too much. We had to take a break
Oh,
after that one.
I had to de-escalate. Ugh.
All the pictures, man. I don't want to Munashe ari kutoorganize mu picture imo.
Accusations. What's the irony is I took I took the opportunity to clear the air on certain allegations only to come back to face more.
Face more
Come on.
allegations.
At,
But
at,
yeah,
thi- at
so
this point, it's not me, it's you guys. At this point, it's not me, it's you.
yeah, they love accusing you. They love
They
accusing you.
love it.
But
Scapegoat.
big shout out to everybody that came out to the socials on the 19th of July. Big shout out to all of you for making that easily the best moment of this podcast by far. We have the video to
100.
prove it. Uh, we have the video to prove it. This episode is obviously we couldn't be away for 2 weeks, you know. So
No,
even
can't do
Muchin,
that.
where you can hear good my settings are different. We're all over the place, but we couldn't let our people down. We couldn't let the week pass by. Passing Zimfest commentary, you know.
Of
Um,
course.
oh, let me tell you something funny. I just had dinner with Celeste, and she was like,
Oh, how is
"Who?"
he?
And she was like, "Who's that guy that you do the podcast with? He's very funny."
She doesn't remember me from that encounter that we had when you're coming from a show in London.
She really said I was dead of the night. Remember, I was dead of the night. But she was like, I don't understand most of the guys things that you guys would be saying, but I can tell like some really funny things are happening here.
Uh,
So
that's
yeah, I
an
just wanted
honor.
to yeah, so just wanted to let you know, Kuti, that was Tuesday. Some people are watching, but the video we're cooking the video. Going to make it a nice video of the socials so that you guys can see the vibes, Angariko, and know, Kuti, when we do the next one you really can't miss it. But before, obviously, we get into the let's we need to give a quick shout out to the people of Atfama Coffee. We don't have the soundtrack this week. Um, this is happening in a hotel room. Try to match the vibe, but you can see something is different. Something is very different.
Of course.
So first, first bunch of coffee slash my plates that come from Defridius and the 20 plus episodes down for 2025 and counting. Ndiro 10 Zangu Idzo boys, Roba Isadza boys. Shout out to you, Defridius. Hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. This is Defredius. Defridius. Then Miss Valerie Chiri said he came through with 3 Maplete Sads and the first time buying a coffee. Wanted to be petty and say it's just for Munashe, but Miso Johnny seems to continue to trend. So dash dash dash. One for Munashe and two for Kandoros kids, especially the new baby girl fighting for girl power. Keep up the show. Keep me company while I take the kids to swimming Saturday morning. Shout out to
Big
Miss
up yourself,
Valerie.
Valerie. Thank you.
Big up yourself.
You see,
Those are the
that's good sportsmanship. That's very good sportsmanship. We
shout out to you.
appreciate that.
Only took a year and something to get over what had happened, but we're here now. We're here now. It's important. Moving on regular. It's very important.
That's
So
nice.
shout out to Miss Valerie. And then what else do we need to iron out before we get into the let's and the chaos of this episode. Like with this one, absolutely no notes. We're just going to go into it,
Yeah.
like
It's
no
gonna be a
notes.
brief
Like
one. It's a
it's going
you
to be a brief
gotta.
one, and it's going to be a chaotic one. So, Mudara,
Mm,
on the 26th of July,
hmm.
you went to Zimfest.
I did.
The floor is yours.
Okay, so I want to preface this review by saying I don't think people understand just how difficult it is to put on an event of any kind where you are relying on people to show up and try gather 50 people in one room. I implore you. And then you figure out just how difficult it is and how many moving parts and how many things you need to factor in. Now, scale that up to 10,000 or 5,000 plus people. It's not easy. And Zimfest, for the last God knows how many years, has been a calendar event. It's the biggest sub Saharan festival in the diaspora,
I
I
had the
believe.
29,000 people this year.
Dog, there were so many people. The turnout was incredible. And, you know, as someone who in years prior to this, we've been involved. We ran the second stage for a couple of years running with Maiden's Way. Uh, Having had an insight on the logistics and to a degree of how difficult and challenging it is to actually put together something of that scale, we really, really honestly have to commend them. They're doing a fantastic job because it's
Mm.
not easy. And it's a great festival. I kid you not. Turnout was fantastic. I personally didn't make it too far into the other Chakazenge in Gen Pop.
VIP things, artist
I, I,
things,
I, was-
backstage. What?
I wasn't with Gen Pop, but from again, as someone who's very familiar with my inner workings of Nangarkini, they
There's
continue
no way
to
you would have survived navigating
oh no,
29,000 people.
ooh,
Ah, Munashe! Oh, Munashe! Mr. Western, what
brother,
did I say? What did I say?
ah, hey, and big up the BFFs because
Yeah,
yo,
yeah,
broski,
they were
I
there.
came across so many BFFs there,
Shout out,
and yeah, man,
shout
I
out,
felt the love. I felt the love
shout out,
from
shout out.
my perspective, from my lens.
Yeah.
It was a roaring success. Obviously, there's certain
Mm.
things that come with it that no
Ayi
one
wamdara
can.
tukuda the let's don't give us the PR version from the organizers. Tukuda give us the BFF per bridge version. None of this. Get this PR
Ah,
nonsense out of the way.
anyway,
Give
Team
me.
COS ahoy!
Don't give me that nigri. Give me the let's. What happened? What did you enjoy? What did you not enjoy? Who had the best performance? Ishuwa here kuti vanhu vari kufamba vasina kupfeka. Ishuwa here kuti vanhu vaitira weti pasina parodhi. Ishuwa here kuti pane vanhu vakazosiya usengulengu.
Okay, okay. Personally, and now I'm not. I just see a ledger anyway. In fact, and number when I come across ledger personally,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's where I was, but I think it's a lie. It's an exaggeration.
I
Um,
definitely think so. Definitely think
as
so.
because come on, think about it. Dana dog fambas now PC, bro. Come on, let's be serious. Come
You're
on,
right.
come on.
No,
That's
pasina kumboti ndiani anoda kufamba akadaro. I think the attention and the narratives that are coming out of this Zimfest the price that you pay for success, right? I
Yeah.
think that's I think that's the starting position when you start attracting that level of numbers. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think it's a Zimbabwean thing. I think it's a
Ew.
human thing. Like you remember that time on a Glastonbury when they invited
Mm.
Vana Jay-Z. They had, oh, this is not a, they had the same thing. And Afro Nation had the same, same issues when they had to cancel a few editions that were this, or they had to
Mm.
move dates. I think this is the prize that comes with success. The
Absolutely.
question is, what do you do when that happens? I think they put out a great statement, which I found to be very intelligent. I mean, because the narrative was that they had been charged,
They've been
they've been
fined.
fined.
Nah.
They've been fined. First of all, it's a nonsense allegation, because how would they have been fined on a Sunday? This news was coming out on a Sunday. Who works like,
Come on.
surely festival
Come on.
yapera, surely festival yapera Sunday. Fine yacho inenge yasvika kunani,
Logic begs, bro.
ku- you
Come
know.
on.
Uh, but to see those narratives being concocted by fellow Zimbabweans, I think that's the disappointing thing, right?
And I'll see, and I'll tell you something else that I observed. I'm going to get onto the dressing attire aspect of
Yeah,
it in a bit.
yeah,
But what I find very interesting is you find a lot of these narratives that were now coming out and hitting laps on social media. Mamwe acho
yeah,
ari kutobva kune vanhu vari kuZimbabwe. Like, big man,
yeah,
shut
yeah.
up. Shut up, please. Don't Jane. The word for
Yeah,
today is not deafness. We're taking it to vernacular. It's Jane.
yeah, yeah.
Jane. Jane. And even the people who are in the UK who are peddling this didn't even manage to attend Zimfest. So they just
But
it's
but but
it's
but how do people dress at a festival, bro?
brother,
How do people
listen,
how do people
go.
dress at a festival?
That's how you know all these people are now general. They've never actually been to any festival. Go to any festival. You
Eh,
any
eh,
festival. Listen, if
I
you've
would
ever
even
been to Notting Hill Carnival,
I would
then you know that
don't even use Nottingham. Don't even
what
use
are we
Nottingham.
doing here? What are we
Don't
doing?
even
Come
use,
on.
because that almost feels like an extreme example. But any festival, you look at what people were, because again, you factor in that it's peak summer in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
People are
It's
experiencing
hot. It's
heat waves.
burning,
It's
bruv.
hot. It's burning. So if you're thinking of the context, if people want to have the most fun without having to worry with this hembe, and then have
Mm.
to carry around this jacket. But again,
Nebig.
also chivanhu chamuda kuimpresa, or hunhu wamuda kuimpuza
Mm.
pamunhu azvitengera tiketi rake
Mm.
akazviendera kufestival on his munhu, somebody who has their own agents. Dai muri kutiudza kuti hanzi pane matiketi ekuzimfest amakatenga nebhim, then vana vamakatengera matiketi nebhim ndo vakashama. Pamwe we would listen to you. Pamwe dai muri kutiudza kuti takatengera vanhu matiketi ebhim toda kuti vadrese zvinorepresenta organization yedu yebhim, but someone who bought their own ticket,
Guys,
who used their own
and
money, used their own car to go to a festival, is
oi,
who you're trying. Munhu ari kuswera achifondoka achishanda 17 hours.
shift,
Aiwa,
bro.
aiwa,
Let me
aiwa,
shift. I'm a piano for
aiwa.
once, bro.
Shift,
The fuck,
shift, Winky D. Like,
yo.
like, like.
And I like that the point you brought up because I was about to arrive there, which
Mm.
is this feigned morality that people want to have. Guys, tine generation yakafani muzvezve, bro. Let's stop.
The
Let's
Minduro
stop.
Iripo generation.
Yeah, let's zvinorwadza sei. Listen, let's hop off this high horse that we trying to purport to be on, kunge vanhu vari moralistic. Just say the people that you saw vanga vakapfeka minjya nezvikaka magaro, they didn't appeal to your taste, and that's fine. Because if it was shapely and it was nice, you'd be like, yeah, we like. You
You
see,
bring up an
you
interesting
see,
point.
you
You
see.
bring up an interesting point.
Yeah, yeah. If
Kuti
anga,
zvineka,
if yeah, if it was
zvineka.
my bed is a rebuino, iri shapely, iri nice and
Mm,
whatnot, you'd be
what's
like,
the word for that?
kone talent.
How do we describe that? Because it's not really bigotry. It's not really quite exactly sexism. What is it?
I don't know, Janet.
Jenny. Because
No, no,
I think
yeah,
you might
no,
have your finger on the pulse where
yeah.
people have a problem with the people that were exercising their own autonomy on their bodies.
Mm.
Kuti iwewe hauna kufitwa nezvinhu zvawakapfeka. That's why we
Yeah,
have an
chete.
issue.
Chungoti. Because dayanga wakafitwa, dari
Ah,
nangirikini. Hence I said, end up carnival, bro. Like you
you might have broken this case wide open. You might
come
have
on.
broken this case wide open
No,
because
no, not
honestly,
just
dressing
just say I don't like the shape of that butt. Chet, wanyarar, and don't say,
but
dressing any.
also on what basis are you telling someone that you don't like their body?
Ayo, ndisho hakusha. Akukumbira kuti
Yo,
ndikufimbe.
I guess it falls within body shaming. Is it body shaming? But
It
it's not
is.
really body shaming because they are not coming out right and saying kuti, and they are trying to hide behind hood.
Varikuhandisa every yeah, that
Ah,
faint morality. I said
so
it.
it's
Stop it.
a terribly dressed version of body shaming.
Yeah. Chete. It's body shaming veiled with the false sense of morality. Again, and that's just what it is. As far as Gikiriri, there's some videos that have circulated of people having altercations and whatnot. Again, I implore you to gather 10,000 drunk people and tell me what happens, Pakadaro. Of course, let's not be
I mean,
stupid here.
I mean, I mean, I
Let's
mean, I mean,
stop
that
that,
happens.
right?
That happens.
The,
But let's do
the
better
other
though.
thing, the,
Yeah,
the other issue that I saw
yeah,
flying around, which I also to a degree experienced. In fact, well, I, I I got there a little late, but
yeah.
I was glad I got there a little late because by arriving there a little later, it meant that where we parked was a little further out. So again, given my experience at Ugo, I know it gets chocker blocker. So you actually don't want to arrive early because if you arrive early on the leaving now, Motayago is closed
You're the
up
last one. You're the last one to give
Kumashuro
up.
and
You're the last one
and
to get
and
up.
you're gonna eat dirt. We even had an incident where someone scraped into our car as we were trying to
Damn.
leave Pampa and Gekiriri. But again, some of these logistical things.
Mm.
What are you gonna do? You've
Nothing.
got 20,000 people, 15,000 people, whatever the figure that was,
Yeah.
in a car park. What's good, bro?
I
England,
mean,
monitor traffic on a Sunday, on a regular day on the motorway. You can find yourself parked by M25 Piper easily. So
it
I
takes
don't I
people
don't
three
know.
days to leave Glastonbury. So, what are we doing?
There you go. Tell me,
It
tell me what it looks
it
like trying to
takes
leave Glastonbury
it takes people
by car.
3 whole days to
So
leave Glastonbury. Hundred
it's
thousand people. So I mean,
what are you gonna do about that? What do you want the
what are you gonna do?
organizers to do? Muda vati vavhure muda vati vataura neWest Probe kuti you wanna bring Ken Sharp kuti
Yeah,
ango clear before vatanga building. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Mbambaya.
Uh, Mr.
Um,
Mohomba.
let me. Damn.
So that's gonna happen. But I
But
will also say, I
yeah,
will also say, if there's one criticism, um, which I will levy, and this is not again on the organizers' part or whatever,
yeah,
it's down to our general culture, which is why I'm
yeah.
saying some of these criticisms, I need people to just shut up because we drink drive kungaminami no Zimbabwe. That's just
Mm.
commonplace. And that's also reflected in how people would be maneuvering Ukok. So much
Right.
so, I was actually jokingly saying to someone that if if the police in the UK got commission on how many tickets you issue or how many people you slap with points or catch drink driving, I'll just be waiting for Zimfest, bruv. Because breathalyzer. I wouldn't even be breathalyzing niggas. Simbi, let's go. And I think the police didn't even want to engage with it like that because they're like, tumuswera pano, bro. Like
Mm.
it would be a mad thing.
Yeah,
So
drink
that's
driving. Drink
something.
driving needs to stop.
Yeah, drink driving needs to stop, but it is also about an accessibility thing. Um, you want a large field that can accommodate that many people, which
Mm.
again creates accessibility issues. Public transport non-starter
Yeah.
to be hitting the madams. I know a few years. I don't know if they had it this year, but they've sort of implemented like a coach that gets people from the nearest train station and ferries people from
Yeah.
this train station to the thingy
That's a good
and
idea.
going back.
Yeah.
Maybe if they can hone in a lot more in that,
On
but then
yeah.
again, not everyone wants to get a hotel room, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. At the end of the day, these are
Who was
personal
who was
individual
the best
choices.
who was the best performance?
I'm not even gonna lie, my bro.
Mm.
I saw nothing of the main stage.
I
Dandrugu
don't
piano tent, Dandrugu
yeah,
piano
who was
camp,
your best performance? Who was the best performance there?
Maporisa. Woof.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
videos that I saw, from the
Yeah,
videos that
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
saw.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
do
yeah.
you want to also clarify for the people like why you were at the Amapiano? Was the Amapiano, was it the Amapiano?
I'll be brutally honest.
Mm.
Um, Unfortunately, and we can't help it. That's just the case. Unfortunately, the big the big names that draw people, we've seen them personally. For me, we've seen them. I can almost guess before they've announced the next lineup for the next edition of the festival who the headline acts are going to be. I, and then it gets to a point where even if I was to challenge you to come up with, you would have a hard time refreshing and sort of
I don't think so.
recalibrating what that lineup looks like. No, I'm trying to coax 20,000 people into this place.
So I hear you, but
I mean, I've got
I
my
think
ideas and I've got my
yeah.
Vanu, but that's my personal taste, which you know,
So yeah. I think we've had this conversation. I don't know if we've had it here or offline, but I think Zimfest has grown to be an incredible organization, right?
mhm.
Even if the 29,000 people number is a bit exaggerated, they definitely did touch 20K people. I think the
For
biggest
argument's
draw for,
sakes, let's work with
yeah,
15.
right, which is, let's work with 15 for argument's sake, to be safe. I think the disadvantage the people that are organizing Zimfest might have at this point is the being too close to the elephant phenomenon, right? Where
Mm.
certain things have been done a certain way, it becomes very scary to try and do it a different way.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah.
people that are on the outside, I honestly think the people that come to Zimfest don't even come for the lineup anymore. I
That's
think they
true.
come because they know it's the day.
It's and they
It's
take
an
a wonder. Tinge tiriko.
this is this
Yeah.
is our thing. This
Mm-hmm.
is our, it's almost like a heritage day for Zimbabweans to claim. I honestly, because if it
Absolutely.
was simply a lineup thing, people wouldn't have come because Winky D was there last year.
Yep.
People would have been
You're
like,
right.
I've seen Winky D, right? Saint Flo was there last year, right?
Yep.
People would have said, I've seen Saint Flo.
Seen him.
Just Signal Just now might not have been there last year, but I think it was there the edition before. So
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I honestly don't think it's a lineup thing anymore. I think they
You're
have
right.
a genuine opportunity to infuse and make this an event where these young artists, like I love the fact that they had Nisha over there. I
Hmm.
love the fact that they had Oriano. That was incredible. I love all the artists that were there. But in terms of, they don't need a marquee signing, like they don't need a Ja
Mm.
Praiser or a Winky D. They could
That's
go
true.
left field and say we are infusing a young, and you have Junior Spraga, who
Mm.
has the hottest song right now. They can say we are
K
bringing
Flow.
Madedido, they can,
Yeah,
uh, yeah, but there's certain artists who we absolutely love, right? But from a business case, like you're saying, like from a, but where obviously it has to be beyond good. They are favorites on Twitter and but like for somebody who has a song, like let's have Temi Moyo.
yeah.
I don't think Temi Moyo has ever been on an ingredient. Like you see things like that, because I think
That's true.
regardless